my channel. I'm Alexa. Today we're making peach green tea. I measure out all my ingredients and I recommend that you do so too. You can find the full list of ingredients and measurements in the link in the description. Remember to watch the video first so you can be prepared.
I'm going to show you 2 ways in which you can make the tea. This first method requires a sifter or a strainer, so make sure you have one of those if you use this method. For the first method, I'm going to just put the tea leaves into my glass pitcher, then I'm going to add 1 cup of hot water. You can use a teapot on the stove or an electric tea kettle. It is suggested to use 180 degrees Fahrenheit for the perfect temperature of green tea. I've always used a teapot without testing the temperature though, and it's always worked out fine. If you put your teapot on the stove, try to remove it before it boils. If it boils, just take it off the heat for a few minutes and it should be cooled enough to not burn your tea leaves. I'm going to let this steep for 3 to 4 minutes before I move on to the next step. To me, the tea gets a little bitter if it's on for any longer. The second method uses a tea infuser. They come in all shapes and sizes. I recommend making sure it's stainless steel and not plastic. I'm going to put the tea leaves into the infuser and put the top on it. Make sure the top of it is secure so the tea leaves don't escape into the tea. It isn't dangerous to eat the tea leaves, but you may not like how they look floating in your tea. Then I'm going to add in 1 cup of hot water and let it steep for the same 3 to 4 minutes. Now I'm going to put a small sifter on top of my pitcher that's filled with the 5 cups of water. I'm going to pour the tea that has leaves floating in it through the sifter. If you use a tea infuser instead, you can skip this step and just pour the tea directly into the pitcher. Then I'm going to add in my peach syrup. 1/3 of a cup will make it fairly sweet. I'd recommend starting with a 1/4 cup first to see if you like it and then add a little bit more at a time. The 1/3 of a cup reminds me of the sweetness of Starbucks peach tea. After I do that, I'm going to stir it with a wooden spoon. My wooden spoon wouldn't fit into my pitcher, so I'm using the handle of it to stir it. Stir it until everything is the same color. Keep it refrigerated and shake or stir it before drinking to get a consistent flavor. And my peach iced tea is done and looking delicious. Please let me know what you thought of the video in the comments and how the recipe went for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can see when new videos are added. Thank you and enjoy!